Hello everybody, hello world. I'm really pleased to be back after a time away. My husband's recovering fully now from his heart operation, so it's really nice to be back with you to do some videos again and to do the zodiac according to the tarot. And I've chosen today, in the scheme of things, it seemed a good day to start to do the readings covering all 12 signs, because we're on the last degree of Aries and we're going to the first degrees of Taurus, of course, and the moon is in Aries as well. So this is a good day to start to do a review of the 12 videos of the zodiac using the tarot, which my followers will know the type of readings that I do, and I call it the Dale Jackson way, because it's not a way that you would find in any of the books. It is my own development of the tarot that I've been doing over 40 years. So what I'm going to do today for you is an Aries reading, an overall view, a general view of things for the year ahead of you, using the Thoth deck. And to do that, first of all, what I do is to shuffle the cards, and then you can see that they're randomly picked. At the end of this 15 minutes reading, I will give details how to get a personal reading for you, where I can devote my time and write it all out, 2.5 hours worth of looking at the cards for you, and give you the details how to get that. So we'll do that at the end. And to start with today, I'm going to do Aries. So this is it, everybody. Tell your friends and family, if you've got Aries people in the family, this might be of interest to them. It's a general idea, so we have to consider also that people in the southern hemisphere are going into their autumn winter time now, and of course we are in springtime. So we have to take a little bit of that into account in how I might interpret this in a general way. So the first 12 cards I turn up from the deck, and this is the Dale Jackson way of doing things. And what I'm doing here is putting out 2 rows of 6, and I set them out like this. We've got 2 aces already, and aces are always for a victory, whatever the element is, and I use a lot to do with the elements when I interpret the reading. So here we are, we've now got our 12 cards set up, and they're looking very nice, they're looking really very good. Because I'm dealing with Aries, we're going to look first of all at the fire signs to see where it lies in the deck. And we've got here the Knight of Wands. So here's a true Aries card. Here's the flame here, the wands with the Olympic flame, I always say, because they like to be in it to win it and get ahead and to do things with action. So here is the Knight on his charger. Here is Black Horse with the wands, saying, this is a time to pioneer things and to go forward on what I want to do. Aries people always want to go ahead and do their own thing. It's ruled by Mars, which is the mental capacity. They need mental exercise. They need to apply their brain power to everything. And this is saying, go ahead, Aries, go forward, be spontaneous, be just exactly as you should be as a Mars person. It's the second card in the reading. We can pick up over here where we've got some other fire cards. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Emperor Higher Arcana card. So we've got a Knight and a Queen, and we've got an Emperor, all lovely red cards in the reading. So they would be very relevant to fire sign people. That's Aries, Leo and Sagittarians when I get to you, when I get to the card. But they're positive in this lineup, and they're showing very good things to happen this year, especially because we've got 2 aces. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is really good for love and happiness and weddings. We've got 2 gold rings, so commitments or anything to do with engagements. And we've got the Ace of Swords, the Excalibur and the Chalice. So we've got the masculine and the feminine, the receptive feminine, and the strength of the sword as the masculine. So we've got some good elements in this reading. 2 victories, love and romance area, a good year for people in relationships, and this is also good for work, career or legal matters. And it's a 2-edged sword. Weigh up both sides before you sign any deals or contracts, but it shows sunshine after clouds. So we've got some lovely elements about success for you this year, Aries. And again, with an emphasis also on what might be relevant to Leo, because we have a bit of Leo in this picture. And I think in the overall general sense of this, for fire signs, and Aries in particular, leadership is coming up very strongly in these cards. So we've got the leadership in the Aries sense of being the first to do anything and pioneer anything. And we've also got the Leo aspect in the Emperor card of someone who's already very successful and in a leadership position of an influence in this reading. So Aries, look to people around you who are already very successful. Go to the top of the tree. Go to the people that are already have made their success, because they can give you wonderful advice and help this year. Your first card is the Princess of Cups here. Here's the cups, and it shows this lovely going with the flow card. It's a feminine card, it's a water sign card, it's to do with, it's a lovely card for Pisces, or to have an empathy, and an empathy with people, and especially females. The female empathy is very strong here, so this is good for the feminine, going with the flow, the feelings, the softness, the gentleness. It's good for young people, for young children as well, and this is also on a good aspect with the moon. And the moon card is also a strong feminine principle. The moon is in Aries today, so that's a good sign. Again, for Aries, it motivates people of other signs if your moon is in Aries. But today people might feel more active and wanting to get on with things. And with a new moon too, so it's a new good time to start things. In the next fortnight after a new moon, you'll come up to a full moon and fruition, and things will be completed. Now we're starting with the lovely water sign lady here, the princess, the young woman. She's going forward, she's going with the flow. We have an aspect with the Knight of Cups in this reading. So this might well be someone announcing a pregnancy at this time, because we've got the proud family, or the proud father here, and we've got the gift of a child, and that might be a girl child. But we've got a very happy family in this picture. So people that are pregnant or wanting to get pregnant, this might be a good time of the year now for all those things to be focused in your life. I've also got a very exciting card here, the Star card. So for Aries in this reading this year, and since I'm talking about children and family matters, this card is breakthrough. It's hopes, dreams and wishes. And so it's a very, very good card to have if you're the sort of person that's wanting a family and haven't yet conceived, because this is breakthrough time, and it can be a good card to apply different methods of becoming pregnant. The IVF program and things like that can bring the breakthrough, the hope, the dream, the wish of what you want in order to be a family, or to have children. And here in that picture is the Empress. So here's the moon for the feminine principle, motherhood. We've got the Empress showing the nurturing of children, and the feminine principle again to be receptive. We've got the receptive Ace of Cups, which is again the receptiveness to love and to happiness and family matters. So there's a lovely family picture arriving at the beginning of this reading. And then we go on and we go to, after the hopes, dreams and wishes card, this is a fabulous card to get from the world's point of view, from the world being a very small place these days, the World Wide Web, social media and all that can do, filming and photography and videos and all that sort of thing is very good from this card's point of view, and it shows the world as a small place. It's also a good card for alternative things, so alternative therapies or thinking outside the box. So this is good for healing. Here's the Chalice, pouring out the healing to humanity. It's a humanitarian card. It's based in Aquarius, and it shows humanitarian ideals and the expression of them in the world. And it shows also the sacrifice that people have given and have done in the big broad sense, in the worldly conception of humanitarian matters. And of course the news today is full of things which needs humanitarian attention. From the Aries point of view, this is the Hanged Man, and it's saying sacrifices will have been made by now in your life, and in this year. I'm going to take you for April, May, June, July time, and July time is going to be a time of new beginnings, when you've been in limbo for a while, the Hanged Man card, and then you're going to be the feeling of suspension. Things aren't happening quick enough, because Aries like things to be spontaneous. Here you are, Aries, we'll just give you a reminder again. And then it's saying, right, I've made my sacrifices, I want to do something to be proud of. So here we've got the Emperor for total pride and success in what's going to come out of the year. They're all very positive cards, I have to say, Aries, for this lineup that we've turned up just now for you. And here we've got that celebration card with 2 rings and a happy event. So we've got, first of all, a happy event to do with a family matter, the announcement of a pregnancy or a birth in this case, and also 2 rings, so that could be an engagement or a wedding or a commitment. Then we've got a lovely ace here with the Ace of Swords. Again, it's showing the sunshine after the clouds, fair decisions, to consider both sides' point of view, consider details on documents and paperwork before you sign or agree to anything. But this is your Excalibur, so now you're like King Arthur with your sword. And in the myths that we have about King Arthur, it was his right, his birthright, to rule. So this is saying, here's your right. You have rights, express them and make your decisions because of your rights. And if you want to rise up and be rebellious in any way, we've got the rebellion card, the Aquarius card, idealistic protest, and then we've got the Aries taking the action. So it's all there. If you've got a point of view, you've got an opinion, get out there and say it. And free speech and democracy is something that will come out through that. Now this is also the rule of law, so it's democracy within the rule of law. So here we have the legal rights and anything where people have legal matters to sort out, where you might need legal advice or help. This is saying, well, go to the best, the top, or the best that you can afford. We've got a top class card here with the Emperor, so this will be someone the top of the game that can give you fair decisions and choices. It might also be in connection with work or business. So this is saying, here's a man who can maybe offer something, the golden key to something very good and prominent for you in the future, and he knows what he's doing. He's the Emperor. Now in the cards we've got the Emperor and the Empress looking at each other. So we've got the couple there, the successful couple, or the family members who are older and wiser and know what they're doing and looking after the family. So we've got family matters again coming up in the cards. So look to the older members of the family and look at how to look after and care for them with the caring card there. In between the Emperor on these cards we've got the Queen of Wands. So we have a Knight of Wands and a Queen of Wands. Now they might well be either husband and wife or brother and sister in the same name or the same family. So there's again the same, backup people around you that are closely connected. Relatives are a good signature in this reading of helping others in the family and the hopes, dreams and wishes to come through and what they want. We've also got this End card, which is saying peace. The sword is down, it's not aggressive. The silver lining after the clouds. This is an air sign lady, so you might find, Aries, that air sign people, that's Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, we've got Aquarius in this reading, might be really good friends for you this year and give you an idea of how to think outside the box and do new individual things and explore things in a new and different way. So I think there's some really good stuff to come out of this reading for you, Aries. In a general sense, you've got 2 aces, love and happiness, of this year being receptive to that. You've got the Ace of Swords, which is to do with justice and fairness and agreements and expressing your rights. You've also got the Moon. The Moon is in Aries as we do this reading, so it's good for family matters. And we've got hopes, dreams and wishes after sacrifices. So that's a general idea that we can get something out of these cards. This is also a time now where I can show you what to do to get a reading for yourself, an in-depth reading, using my method, the Dale Jackson way of doing things. I need 6 things for you to remember to get a reading from me. First of all, I need your name. You can do this by email, obviously, or post, but I need your name and your date of birth and your nationality. I also need your gender, because if you've a name like mine, Dale for instance, you might automatically think that I'm a man if you don't see my picture, but gender because of the names that can be male or female names, and I'm not au fait with a lot of foreign names. So name, date of birth, nationality, gender, and then most importantly I need 12 numbers from you between 1 and 32. Then I will count the numbers that you give me. I will count the cards from the deck. So number 4 card, 1, 2, 3, 4, will turn up, and that'll be your first card, and so on. So the 12 numbers in any order between 1 and 32 are very important, because that gives me the psychic link for me to put the cards out in the cards that you have chosen. You have chosen the numbers. I will choose the cards for you, set it up in this manner, and do a positive reading. The cost of this is £50 sterling, or it's equivalent to $86 US. You can send that to my PayPal account, which is my email address, thedalejacksonway @virginmedia.com, PayPal. So it's £50 will get you a reading. And it's been very successful in the past to do it this method. I have a big following, I get wonderful comments, and I'm very pleased to hear from anybody. And I wish you all very good luck and good fortune. And Aries, happy birthday.